What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Trying to Top 1000 in the Honda Classic. And today we're on the Golden Tree stand here, and I don't know, there isn't really a main goal I have. Pretty much anything would be nice, and we're starting with this pretty good-looking black-tailed buck that's over there. Now, as I said, pretty much anything like special or extraordinarily large would be kind of cool. I mean, anything really huge blacktail, not typical blacktail again, or maybe even something like another rare coyote. I've recently had those, of course, but more would be great. I guess you could say my main goal would be getting something I don't have yet, so a rare turkey maybe, or a rare huge bull elk, something like that. But yeah, we're starting off with this black-tailed buck here, up to 185, so it's definitely not too bad. Now, it's not going to be a giant. I mean, if it scores towards the 185, then it would be pretty good. But if it doesn't, well, then that's too bad. But still a pretty decent start, yeah, I think. 147, so sadly a little bit on the lower end here, but 86 gem and a decent score, so not too bad. No, just a small thing here. That was turkey number 500. This buck right there wasn't really too great, so I wasn't going to show it off. But, 500 turkeys, that's halfway to maxing out the underscore, though, so that's pretty nice. Now, there's a few decent coyotes here, I mean, up to 51 and 49. But that's not really the main part here. I mean, that turkey down there is gonna spook that hen. Just, decent sized coyotes. They're pretty nice to hunt because usually they're a little bit harder to get because, they run away or they spook quite easily. I guess that's the case for most of the carnivores. But yeah, getting those is always pretty nice here on the hunting stand, but the reason I wanted to show this clip is because you can see there's a turkey for 66.85. Now, I sadly forgot to click record, so yeah, that one's kind of a... Well, I taxed it because it's a huge one, and I think that's the best one I have now. Personal best, I'm not sure. But yeah, kind of forgot to record it, so I do apologize for that, but at least I could still show you collecting it in the scoreboard. Speaking of good-sized turkeys, there's this guy right there, of like 40 meters away. Now I'm still using the recurve bow for the most part for any kind of turkey I see. That was a little bit low there. Definitely could have aimed a little bit higher. As you can see, like ran away for a bit. But as long as you hit them, the turkeys do end up dropping quite fast. Just decided to sprint over there because I really didn't mind if there was anything that could spook. The main priority was just getting this turkey. Definitely a decent score estimate, so maybe we can make up for the 66 and 56.6, so not bad, 101 GM, but nowhere close to the 66.8 earlier. But yeah, I'm still pretty bummed out about not actually being able to record that or just forgetting about it, so that's yeah, pretty sad. But decent turkey at least, so that makes up for a bit. And the turkeys just keep coming in. I mean, you can see it right there. There's just a bunch of them, and this guy right there, 50 to 70. So definitely a pretty good score estimate. And again, mainly using the recurve bow for turkeys. Dropped it right there, and that guy actually did not fly off. So it definitely sees us or something like that. And this one was actually a pretty good shot. Hit the lungs there, aimed higher than last time. But yeah, as you can see, there's a bunch of turkeys flying around. Most of them weren't anything too special, too out of the ordinary. I mean, look at that, 36.5, that's very low. But yeah, that one guy right here, I mean, you can see he has a pretty long beard. Shot him in the neck and a 56.7 score for this one. So just a little bit bigger than the one last clip, but yeah, 101 GM again. But getting really close to actually like a good amount of turkey harvest. I mean, you saw it earlier, 500 already. And with the amount that's I've been getting here, probably closing into like 550 now. But yeah, the rest is just a couple of hens, so I don't think there's much point in showing that off. But already 290 GM from just 4 harvests. I really don't know what to say. The turkeys, they just keep coming in. I mean, look at this guy, 60 to 75, so that guy's guaranteed to be pretty good. And this one in the back has a decent beard as well, up to 45, but it's definitely going to score towards the higher end of that. But yeah, back to the recurve, of course, trying to get these harvests done on that thing, so as fast as possible, or I guess as easily as possible, because for larger animals, it's quite a lot harder to get them. And yeah, there's just all the turkeys running away. A couple of hens and that one gobbler. Wasn't really too mad about that because obviously this guy was the big one. And he actually is pretty big, 63.23, so that's really, I mean, that's up there. 117 GM as well is really nice, but this hunt has just been incredible so far for turkeys, and hopefully it keeps going like this. Now, switched up from the golden tree stand because there was these guys over here, and there's this pretty good coyote, up to 60 here. That's a pretty good one in the weight estimate as well, 20 to 30 kilograms. Kinda messed up my shot there a little bit, just the lungs didn't really hit anything more than that, so it did run off, but thankfully it like tipped over just before it spooked all the turkeys that are coming in, so definitely gonna wait for those. Now there's not an official Thanksgiving event here for the Hunter Classic this time, but with this amount of turkeys you might almost think there's like kind of an unofficial one where they just up the spawn chances for him, because I mean this is crazy, look at all these guys. I'm pretty sure I'm counting 7 turkeys right here, at least the ones that are alive. There's already a few that I've dropped, and a good amount of them are decent sized gobblers. So yeah, I mean that one up to 35, that one's not really that big. But they didn't actually spook, but I decided to just go for the 2 to 3 anyway and just pop and shot there and pop, and that hen as well. And there's a few more flying off over there, 2 more, I got 5 bullets, so you'd imagine I'd be able to get both of them here. But with that range, it's getting a little bit more difficult, but did manage to get that one, and not sure how that first shot missed, and then I just missed the rest there. But that was only one hand that got away, so I'm really not too fussed about that. Obviously, there's no chance of that being anything special. There's this kind of smaller male coyote here, and white-tailed doe. All of those weren't really anything I was planning on showing off. Of course, there was that bigger coyote earlier, which is pretty decent, which is, you know, this track right there. Another gobbler, and of course the score again is just not loading. I was waiting here for a second, hoping it might show up, but it didn't. Level 9 for the 223 skill here as well, or I guess the semi-automatic 223, because of course this is the bolt action rifle as well, which I also do on. And at least the scores are back here. Now they're nothing really worth looking at. 30, 43, 39. So at least, I mean, they are getting bigger, so maybe there's a good one in here. And yeah, there actually was a pretty decent one here. 54.18, and I sold 95 GM, and I don't think they're gonna get much bigger than that. Nope, and we're going back down. 48 score there, of course, for the GM. I mean, this is awesome. I've probably made a few thousand GM in this video alone just from the turkeys and coyotes. I mean, they are like a great source of GM. They're easy to hunt, in my opinion, at least for the turkeys. Coyotes are a little bit more of a struggle, simply because of how easily they spook. But yeah, the turkeys are just awesome. They are truly abundant and easy to shoot. And here's finally this good-looking coyote, up to 60 if we look back on it, and 52.75, so not that close, but still 100 GM, so that's definitely still pretty awesome. Now we're back on the golden tree stand, and there's 3 really good turkeys coming in. This guy right here up to 75, the one on the left up to 75, and the one on the right up to 70, so they're really nice. Went for a bit of a longer shot here to make sure that, you know, none of those will spook and we can actually get all of them. Now there's actually this Roosevelt elk coming in, that small bull, which is a little bit annoying because that means I can't use the crossbow or bow to shoot them. So I went for the 223 and shot that guy, turned around, tried to go as fast as possible, and managed to get that one before it even took flight, was still on the ground. And yeah, as I said, the 2 of them went up to 75, one up to 70, so all have a really nice potential for being really good. And look at that. 68.3, 103 gem. This is my personal best now, by a lot. Even my last one was something 66 or 67. So yeah, I had to buy the trophy shot poses for this and take a nice little trophy shot of that. I mean, it might be a day early when this video is going out for Thanksgiving, but it's just awesome getting a really nice turkey for this. I think it was a 68.8 or 9. That would have put this on the top 100 leaderboard, so just barely missed out on that. But I think a 68.3 is still plenty good. It's really awesome. It's pretty huge as well, and of course this guy right here, up to 75 as well. This one on the lower end at 60.5, 110 GM. But they alone getting 260 pluses here and 168 are like, it's just awesome. It's a really nice feeling here. And to end it on in the 63.9, another really good turkey. And I mean, I can't say it enough, but this hunt has been so awesome for turkey. It's a really nice Thanksgiving hunt here. So well, yeah, let's go to the launcher and see how much we gained. Alright, we're going to be ending today's episode on rank 2133, which means we've climbed 27 ranks, as well as a Honda score of 23,725, which means we've gained 163 Honda score, which is pretty impressive actually. This has been like the most progress, I guess, for the rank in a while I've made. And of course the good amount of GM here as well, 22,000, and I did actually spend like 1,000 on ammo, so would have been technically even more. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time, and bye bye.